Hey guys, how you doing? Real quick, I'm going to talk about this little guy that I got. I had that Nikon P900. Way too much camera for me right now. So I found this, a Nikon L340. I found this at a thrift shop, and out the door it was 46 bucks. It does not have a lot of the settings I'd kind of like. It's not like real out there as far as options, but it works. I do have to say that the pictures, I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I just have to play with it a little bit more, but the pictures come out a little bit blurry. Clean the lens, you know, all the obvious stuff. But the video is actually pretty cool. It's only 720, it's not 1080 full HD, but it looks pretty good. And what I did for this guy, because if you're taking video and you're walking along, you can't help but get a little bit of that jiggle from when you're walking along. So what I did is I made this guy. This is a camera stabilizer. This is a quarter 20 bolt. Camera will screw onto there. I have a wing nut down here that I tighten real tight so that it's not moving side to side. And then I got some Teflon tape kind of stuff. It's not really Teflon tape, but it's better. It's like real grippy, as they say. I can put the camera on here, and I can get some nice fluid motions. I also have some up here because I'm going to be doing some shots where the camera's still on here and I'm holding it, walking around. I get really low with this. I also put some threads on here, and I got another piece threaded. I have another longer piece of PVC that's probably 4 foot long, but that's kind of overkill. And that way I can do shots like this, even lower or higher. Now, another thing I want to mention is I did not glue any of these joints because I wanted to be able to do this kind of stuff. So I can go high up, I can come down, like those fancy dolly and boom shots that you see in the movies. I can possibly get some of those. So anyway, that's where I am with that guy. And I did actually do separate videos. I did one just handheld, then I did one with this guy, then I did one where I was holding on top and going low, and I did one where I was just kind of experimenting with different shots I could do, you know, up in the air, just to kind of give you an idea. That's it. I love you guys. Okay, so the deal is when the camera is just handheld, obviously there's some jittering because of this, you're taking steps and you get some of this, and for some reason it moves a little bit more. When I use this guy here, there's a little bit less of this. I don't know if it's just like the extra weight. have no clue why, but it works. I've been framed, and the other thing that's cool is it's a little bit easier to get shots where you're like coming in at angles. Now, this guy up here, you'll notice in the video that I did with this, that it winds up swinging from side to side a little bit. You can control that somewhat, but if you have both hands on, on both sides of it like this, it's going to be a lot better. This kind of an angle would be more for like if you were doing something like, I don't know, like a dog's eye view or a cat's eye view of running around, because you get that little bit of movement, a little, I don't know what the word for it is, it adds a little excitement maybe. And then this guy, obviously, when you attach this, it's definitely a two-man job or a two-hand job. Could be a two-man job too, if each guy has one hand. But anyway, if you have just the one hand, you get a lot of this. You have two hands, you can slide it in and just be really gentle and get some good shots. I like it so far. I have to work a little bit more on this guy in here because of the camera. When it's like completely tight, you don't want to over tighten it obviously, but when it's completely tight, it's kind of facing off a little bit, so I have it a little bit loose. I'll figure that out. That's just a matter of maybe taking this bolt off and putting the washer in there to fill up some space, but it'll work. So far, so good. I still love you guys. Bye.